Datta to give the formal welcome address.
Thank you, Dr. John. Good morning to one and all. I welcome to all of you, and it's a warm welcome from AICT. Today is the launch of G20 initiative, Youth Action for Climate Correction. So I welcome today's chief guest, our own visionary, dynamic academic leader, Professor T.G. Sitaram, Chairman AICTE. Today's special guest, Professor Rajiv Kumar sir, respected coordinator, Energy Swaraj Foundation, Professor Chetan Solanki ji, Professor of IIT Mumbai, respected all faculty members and students who has joined us today. It's indeed my proud privilege to welcome all of you, the galaxy of visionary academic leaders, on launch of G20 initiative, Youth Action for Climate Correction. As we know that AICT's undivided focus for quality education and creating a complete ecosystem for quality teaching and learning process. So when India is presiding over G20, it is a matter of pride and opportunity to lead the world and show how global issue like climate change can be tackled through active involvement of young generation by shaping the global awareness and action about pressing global issues, including climate change. In the COP26 meeting, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji mentioned that instead of mindless and destructive consumption, there should be a mindful and deliberate utilization. This statement is guiding principle of Mission Life, Lifestyle for Environment, launched by the Honorable Prime Minister. Combining the above two initiative, Youth for Climate Correction is being launched today as a G20 initiative. This initiative is designed towards the greater awareness, active involvement of young generations whose future is at greater risk. As a part of G20 initiative, in line with Mission Life, 4 initiatives are being launched under Youth Action for Climate Correction. One is the energy literacy training. Second is the world's largest global climate clock assembly displayed event on the 22nd of April. Third is the Energy Swaraj Fellowship. And fourth is the minor degree on sustainable energy engineering. So Professor Solanki will tell us about all these 4 initiatives in his presentation. So I once again welcome you all for joining us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Datta sir. So to have an elaborate talk on this launch and how this theme was conceived and its societal impacts, I would like to call upon Dr. C.S. Solanki to please address us and give the presentation, please, Dr. Solanki.
Sure.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
I'm not sharing it. Just
Is it being shared?
share.
Sure. So good morning, everyone. First of all, I'm thankful to Honorable Chairman Professor Sitaram for giving this opportunity and making this event as a G20 event. Thanks to Dr. Rajiv Kumar, who's not here, Dr. Amit Datta, John, and all the colleagues who are present here and also who are online. It is indeed a matter of pride that together with AICT, we at Energy Swaraj Foundation is launching this very, very important Youth Action for Climate Correction. And youths are very important stakeholders of the future. I keep saying that youths are the one who are going to stay longer on this planet, and therefore they are the one who are going to face greater challenges and consequences of the climate change that has happened. So in this line, the initiative, the G20 initiative that we are launching today is a very important, not only I guess for the country, for India, but all over the world. Youths are very important as stakeholders and everybody has to take part. I hope this initiative of today's is going to reach out to many, many millions of students, not only in the country, but outside as well. So that's an initiative, Youth Action for Climate Correction. And as Dr. Amit Datta also mentioned, that this is perfectly in line with the mission life, which is about lifestyle for environment. And not only the science and technology, but we have to also focus on the mindful consumption. And these 4 initiatives that we are launching today are going to encourage students to become aware and be the mindful in whatever they are doing in terms of the energy context. So the context is very simple. As the event says, it's about the climate correction. And the context is that the climate has already changed. It is not changing anymore. And there is what is called climate clock that actually is ticking all the time. And it is showing us how much time is left. And Chairman is also going to unveil one of the climate clock today. But this is only the pre-event. We are going to do a much bigger event later. Youths are very important, and deep awareness and encouragement to action is required. So these 4 events are not only going to bring awareness, but also action is what is required. So let me start with this context that climate is not changing, climate has changed. And there are many events that we have witnessed all over the world why climate is changed. But just to bring the perspective, I think this numbers opens eyes. That it's not that the floods were not happening in the past. It's not that the forest fires were not happening in the past. The storms were not coming. That were happening, even 1,000 years ago also, the extreme events. But look at what happened in last 3-4 decades. The extreme events, the numbers have increased by almost 500%, 5 times. So the extreme floods increased from 313 to 1,393. Forest fires has increased to 127 from 28, and storms have increased. I'm talking about the extreme events, 1108 from 249. So climate change means intensity and frequency of the events have changed. Most of us have experienced the impact in our life already, and this impact is going to be greater in the time to come. There's only a singular reason why the climate has changed, and that is the use of energy. And ever since we have kind of become developed, we are using more and more energy. But energy is everything, and everything is energy, because all parameters of social growth and economic growth, including poverty, hunger, health, education, even consumption, climate change, even global peace and partnership, has something to do with energy. So energy plays a very, very critical role in our life. And as I say, energy is everything, and everything is energy. However, the problem is the manner the world has gone about consuming energy. And this graph of last 230 years shows the entire history. That we started to industrialize ourselves in 1850. That is the time when we first utilized the carbon-based fuel, the coal. But before 1850, we were all running 100% renewable. And then 1850, we started using coal. 1900, we started using crude oil. 1950, we started using gas. But look at the growth of energy consumption beyond 1950. And today in 2023, as we are talking today, we are using coal, oil, gas, solar, wind, biomass, hydro, nuclear. But the unfortunate part is that the 3 curve here, the pink here, the blue curve, and the gray curve, which is for the coal, oil, and gas, that itself contribute to about 85% energy consumption, the huge chunk. And every time when we burn coal, it results in burn carbon, it results in carbon dioxide. So as a result of that, the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has been increasing and accumulating. For thousands of years, the level of carbon dioxide was 280 ppm. And only in the last 70, 80 years, look at how fast the carbon accumulation is increasing. And now it has gone to 420 ppm almost. So there is 50% extra carbon dioxide which is sitting in the atmosphere. And this carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. It is having greenhouse effect, which is actually trapping up the heat, and it is heating up the planet. 50% extra carbon dioxide means 50% extra global warming that is taking place. Look at this yellow curve. It was increasing linearly, the global temperature, but last 7-8 years, you see here the last right top part of the graph, that last 7-8 years is actually going beyond the trend. And as I'm talking to you today here, the global temperature has already increased by 1.19 degrees centigrade, or which is equal to 2.14 degree Fahrenheit. Now that's a lot of temperature. I keep giving example that the body temperature, humans is 97, 98 degree Fahrenheit. If the body temperature increases by just 2 degree Fahrenheit, it becomes 100 degree. And when we say that, body has got the fever, the planet's temperature is increased by 2.14 degree Fahrenheit. So it is not wrong to say that planet has also got the fever. And that's why there is all kind of erratic weather system. We have to also hurry up because the climate scientist tells us that we need to limit the global warming to 1.5 degrees centigrade ideally. And there was this very famous report that came by IPCC in 2018, global warming of 1.5 degrees centigrade. So that is the temperature at which the change in climate will starts to become irreversible. And by 2 degrees centigrade, which is the higher side, where the change will completely be irreversible, which means that beyond this boundary conditions, we will not be able to correct it or reverse it. So it is now or never kind of situation. We are running out of time. How much time is left before we touch 1.5 degrees centigrade is given by climate clock. And that's why any clock is an important information, because the ticking time actually guides us and tells us how much time is left, how fast action should be taken. So the time left to global warming of 1.5 degrees centigrade is only 6 years and 182 days as of 21st January. So we really do not have time. And as they says, it is one of the most important number for every human being on this planet. Our youth should really become aware that we are running out of time. And therefore, we need a drastic and immediate action. This is again IPCC report. We do not have time, and a lot of things needs to be changed. The cause of climate change is carbon dioxide emission, and the solution will be to remove the carbon dioxide, stop carbon dioxide. So we need to change energy use pattern. But the change has to be drastic and immediate. It cannot be a business as usual case, which I think a lot of people are missing this point, and we are not able to take drastic action and immediate action. As a result of that, climate change is not only not slowing down, it is not stopping, rather it is accelerating. So in this context, the today's launch of this G20 event, which is in line with Mission Life, is very, very important. That we all need to involve youth action for the climate correction. As Dr. Amit Datta mentioned, we are going to launch 4 programs as part of this, 2 programs for climate awareness and 2 programs for corrective action. So for climate awareness, energy literacy training and climate clock assembly. And for the climate corrective action, it is the fellowship for young students and young graduates and the minor degree in sustainable energy engineering. So I'm going to explain one by one little bit. So let me start with the energy literacy training. So as the name suggests, the whole idea here is to become energy literate. We are all user of energy. Everybody uses energy, but I guess people do not know how to use energy, how not to misuse energy, how not to overuse energy or inefficiently use energy. So every user of energy should be energy literate. And there is a portal that we have designed called Action. It's a portal, website is es-pal.org, portal for action and learning. And we say here that energy literacy is the first step towards climate correction. And if at all we want to correct the climate, every individual should become energy literate. So this is how the portal is, and we are collaborating with AICT. So AICT is already registered as a partner organization, and there is this unique link that is created. It's very easy to remember. Bit.ly link, bit.ly/aict.elt, and AICT is going to send the email with all the details. So all the affiliated organization has to go and click on this link, and they have to register themselves. So organization will have to register themselves on the portal, es-pal.org, and then each affiliated organization will get their own unique link and your own unique dashboard. So with your own logo also. So all organizations, all colleges can actually upload their own logo also. So what you do is then use that unique link that each organization gets. You have to share with your students, your faculty members, and anybody in the society. And finally, each individual who receives a unique link from you, they will have to register and do the energy literacy training, and they should get the certificate. Finally, this certificate have logo of everybody in this chain. So it will have logo of AICT, it will have logo of the college itself, the organization itself, and finally the foundation. So this is how the certification program will happen. AICT will be able to monitor how many people are doing it. Each organization through your portal, you will also be able to monitor how many people are doing it. So this is just an example of the dashboard. For example, this is a dashboard of one organization called Education per School. Here on your dashboard, you will get a link button for the share link, which is a unique link you will get for yourself. You share with your student, and finally you will be able to monitor this number. So for this Education per School, 1,212 participants registered, 852 completed, and so many participants are doing the course right now. So this is a very beautiful platform that has come, and it gives opportunity for everyone to monitor the progress of energy literacy training. The second initiative is world's largest global climate clock assembly and display. As I said, clocks are very important. The ticking clock actually tells us and encourages us to take some action. And what we have done is we have designed a clock with the very easily simple available component. It looks something like this. I'm going to show you the LED screen, the controller, the power supply system. This is first time after 67 in the history of this planet, I would say the event would going to take place of this dimension, where so many people will actually make their own clock. So we are targeting over 10,000 climate clock across as many institutions. So about 10,000 institutions are going to take part. We are going to invite many organizations to do this. And at least 50 countries are being targeted. It's not only India, it will be done in India. It will be done all over the planet. And all AICT affiliated institutions and department can actually do the assembly of this clock. All the details about the clock will be available on the portal. I'm also happy to announce this very special incentive that the first 100 colleges who would get 500 of their students finish their energy literacy training will get a free climate clock kit from our side, from the Energy Swaraj Foundation. So this is a great incentive, and I request all the institutions to take this opportunity. And not only that, you get to finish the energy literacy training, which is an important aspect to understand the energy and climate, but you get a free climate clock, which you can assemble on the 22nd April and display on your buildings. Well, climate clock is going to look something like this. It shows the time, how much time is left before we touch global warming of 1.5 degrees centigrade. This time, by the way, is determined by the carbon budget and the rate of carbon emission. Our current carbon budget is 280 billion ton, but the rate of emission is 42 billion tons per year, which is about almost 14 lakh kilogram per second. That is the rate which you are emitting. And when you divide this two number, you get something like this. So this is how you will be able to make a climate clock. I encourage every institution, every department, every school also to do this. Well, these are the components, as I said, very easily available component on any online platform. For your own convenience, we are also going to put some more details of the vendors. If you wish to get it from one place, you can do this, but you feel free to get from any place you want. All technical specifications will be available on the portal very soon. That was the second program. The third is AICT Energy Swaraj Fellowships. And we believe that youth, as I said, are important stakeholders in the whole climate correction. Youth has to be the part of the corrective actions. What we are going to do is we are going to launch these fellowships, and soon the applications will be open. It is meant for AICT affiliated institutions. Even non-technical student can apply for this. So this is for all the graduates from AICT affiliated institutions will be eligible. This fellowship is for 1 year, which include 1 month of training. So 1 month you will get the training, and for 11 months, the students, the graduate student, will be traveling actually to all other AICT affiliated institutions. What are you going to do? We are going to help them to start their climate corrective actions, which will have many of these trainings, reducing energy consumption, making climate clock, installing solar system, all these are going to be part of this training. Professor Sitaram is aware that how AICT itself has been very effective in reducing electricity consumption. This fellowship will have 25,000 rupees as a stipend every month, and in addition to that, travel and accommodation will be provided. So this will be a great opportunity for youths to explore the country also, because you are going to actually go to all over the country and explore what is happening and interact with the people. And you are going to help institutions to take the climate corrective action. So this is our third initiative. And the fourth one is sustainable energy engineering. This is the minor degree that AICT has come up with. These days there are a lot of engineering specialization, but whether you are a computer science engineer or electronic engineer or a chemical engineer, everybody has to be aware about the sustainability, and everybody's user of energy. Everybody has to learn how to use energy, how to generate energy, how to install solar system. This has to be the most normal part of our life. And in keeping in this mind, this sustainable energy engineering as a minor degree has been designed. This is an 18 credit course meant for all engineering students. So as I said, whether you are a chemical engineer or electrical engineer or instrumentation engineer, doesn't matter. All students can opt for it. It's an 18 credit course. So there are 6 courses. From second year onwards, you can take this. Each semester, you can take one course. And the beauty of this minor degree is that it is designed with the purpose that you'll get hands-on training. So by the time you get minor degree, you're not only going to write theoretical exams, you are also going to do a lot of practicals. And even more important, 1/3 of each of this course is dedicated for you to go in the society and learn and interact with them. So this is how all these programs are designed, and every student can on. So before I end, I would like to give special thanks to AICT for collaborating with the foundation. It has always been pleasure. We have been doing many things. We also launched a conference last year, but this is a very, very unique initiative, a G20 initiative. Thanks to Professor Sitaram, Chairman AICT, Dr. Rajiv Kumar, Member Secretary, Dr. Amit Datta, and also all the colleagues here at AICT for wonderful interaction over the years. And I hope this initiative would be very, very impactful, very powerful, and it will aid to the G20 events and also the mission life, and it gives encourage to the mission life. So with this, thank you very much for having jointly partnership with us, and thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Solanki, sir. It has been a real eye-opener for us, and indeed it will have an impact to all of us. A small clarification, my apologies also. Dr. Solanki is not the coordinator, he is the founder of Energies for Us Foundation. So that is from my side. Now I would like to call upon Honorable Chairman, sir, to kindly address the audience and put his valuable opinions on the same.
Namaskar. Very good afternoon to all of you. First of all, Professor Solanki, and all my colleagues from the AICTE, and all the participants who are attending this event on youth action for climate correction. First of all, let me congratulate Professor C.S. Solanki, the Energy Swaraj Foundation, for coming up this idea of creating a youth action. As he rightly said, climate change is real. It's not an artificial thing. And many coastal towns are submerging because of this temperature rise. So, as a single-handedly under his leadership, he has created this Energy Swaraj Foundation. You all know that he is a faculty at IIT Bombay, but last 1 year, I think he's traveling in his bus.
More than 2 years now.
So 2 years he's traveling in his bus for the cause of the the climate crash. I'm very, very happy to be with him. I congratulate him for his great initiative for the global world. And I think it's a very important message he is carrying to all the young people. And in this year of presidency of G20, I suggested to him why cannot be this part of the G20 initiative. So I think, as he rightly said, he's going to make a big event involving all the youths of the nation on this youth action for community. Today, I'm very happy to be part of these 4 events as part of Energy Solar Foundation and jointly with the AICTE. One is energy literacy training. It's very, very critical. And as you all know, that AICTE has adopted through his initiatives already the literacy and awareness about this energy issues. And also, I will be happy today to also release the world's climate club assembly. What is interesting about this is he is giving the kits to many of the young people who are going to assemble. That itself is a very hands-on.
Yes.
Which is a fantastic.
Fully hands-on, yeah.
Yeah. They will learn more about all these, how to assemble a clock itself.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting position and it is very useful also. Third item is much more, it goes beyond introducing energy solar fellowships in collaboration with the AICTE institutions. Very happy to be telling them, we will connect them, Energy Solar Foundation, to AICTE institutions. I just wanted to know how many fellowships you have planning?
10.
10. Also, it's a very excellent beginning. Congratulate him and thank him also for this 10 fellowships across India. And only my suggestion is, come with a challenge method of selecting these 10. Some methodology you should adopt rather than picking.
Sure.
Or even doing randomly selection. Give them some challenge, write up maybe an article which can be uploaded also on the website. Through a committee, we can best 10 papers can be selected as a where they can work further. The last one is anyway, it's an ongoing program, minor degree program. Professor, being a professor, he will suggest the kind of courses which are already there. Many of them are, some of them are on NPTEL MOOCs program. Maybe it's not that college has to start a new course on their own. They can always take.
They can refer to other courses.
NPTEL and MOOCs courses, which you may suggest some list of courses relevant to energy, sustainable energy. So, friends, you all know he talked about 6 years, 6.5 years is there for energy. But we also know that we are United Nations has signed Sustainable Development Goals. And we have hardly about 8 years, less than 8 years to fulfill. Because all the countries have signed, taken a pledge that they will meet these Sustainable Development Goals, alleviate poverty. One of them is that. Other 16 goals are also there. To make that happen, we are hardly left with, because all the countries signed in 2015, 15 years. Okay. To meet that, 2030 is the deadline for us. So there also energy is one of the components. So this these meeting SDG goals is also a priority. So I think it's a very excellent initiative. I welcome Mr. Solanki and his Energy Solar Foundation for coming forward for this initiative. I wish him the very best. I hope that he will take all these projects to these colleges through his bus.
Yes.
There's another important activity.
Yes.
Keep sharing that information with us so that they will keep watching you where you go. We wish the very best to you. Very happy to be part of this. Thank you very much. Youth Action for Climate Correction will be a successful program.
Thank you so much, Professor Sitaram. I think uh, under your leadership, and we will definitely be taking to every corner of the country. And I would also need your support, AICT support, to go to all those colleges. And I'm anyway visiting many of the AICT colleges. Now, as the part of the program, I would like to invite you to unveil this climate clock. So, you can take it. So this is the climate clock which we are going to assemble on 21st of April, which is the Earth Day, 22nd April, sorry, which is the Earth Day. And as I said, it will be world's largest event. So I invite you to please unveil this. So all the components that you see here, the student will be able to actually put it in this particular form, and they would be able to see all what is happening. And the whole idea is to hang this on the walls of the building, so that every day.
Where you are going to put this? In the bus?
Bus we have. So we want this, and what we are also trying to do is make a big clock to begin with right now. So if AICT gives a big place on the building, we'll put a clock. Similarly, we are going to make it Niti Aayog.
Put a sticker also.
Yeah. So on the building, we'll make a much bigger clock. We'll make the same version, but much bigger version. And this is for the colleges too. And as I said, it is clicking, the time is clicking, it shows how many years and days are left for 1.5 degrees centigrade. And these are the components that it's all easily available, and student can just use it. This is a LED screen, so we can put many of them together. The power supply, the controller, all the cables and connectors. So a student will learn a lot from this also, and they'll get a feel what is happening.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chairman, sir.
Don't take any of them. Yes, that's it.
Thank you, Dr. Solanki. So we have officially launched the climate block. So as we come to the end of the program, I would like to thank all of you who have been patiently listening and showing your enthusiasm to negate the climate change occurring presently. I would also like to thank the Chairman, sir, Member Secretary, sir, Dr. Solanki, sir, and Dr. Amit Datta, sir, for being able to be part of this program and for all the valuable inputs. Finally, I would like to end with one of the best quotes for climate change, which says that global warming or climate change is not a prediction. It is happening, and happening right now in front of our eyes. So having said that, I would like to urge all of you to do your extra bit. And by joining this initiation and the exercise which you have, Dr. Solanki has listed out, plus kindly disseminate the information. The YouTube live is recorded, so you can ask your students and your staff to watch again the presentation as well. So, and let's hand down, if not a perfect planet, a livable planet to our children, the next generation. Thank you so much.
Very good. Excellent initiative.